Having looked at Isaiah 6
我们已经看了以赛亚书第6章了，
and the revelation of the holiness of God that is found there,
和那里我们看到的神的圣洁的启示。
I want us to look now at Isaiah chapter 8.
我们再看以赛亚书第8章，
Let's read verses 11 through 13.
我们读11到13节。
For thus the Lord spoke to me with mighty power and instructed me not to walk in the way of this people, saying, You are not to say it is a conspiracy in regard to all that this people call a conspiracy, and you are not to fear what they fear or be in dread of it. It is the Lord of hosts whom you should regard as holy, and he shall be your fear, and he shall be your dread. Then, let's read verse 14.
14节一起读。
Then he shall become a sanctuary, but to both the houses of Israel a stone to strike and a rock to stumble over, and a snare and a trap for the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
好，我们一起来读11到14节。耶和华以大能的手指教我，不可行这百姓所行的道，对我这样说：这百姓说同谋背叛，你们不要说同谋背叛。他们所怕的，你们不要怕，也不要畏惧，但要尊耶和华为圣，以他为你所当怕的，所当畏惧的。他必作你圣所，却像以色列两家做绊脚的石头，敌人的磐石，像耶路撒冷的居民作为圈套和网罗。
Now let's just for a minute look at the context.
我们先看看这一段经文的背景。
The unbelieving Israelites are overcome by fear.
那不幸的以色列人被惧怕所征服。
Now, why are they overcome by fear?
为什么他们充满了惧怕、恐惧呢？
Because of the approaching Assyrian army.
因为那即将要来攻打他们的亚述军队，
So they're terrified.
所以他们吓得半死。
But God gives them 3 commands,
但神给他们3个吩咐
3 things that they are to do.
，3件他们必须做的事儿。
And we see them in verse 13.
我们在13节中看到。
Regard the Lord as holy,
首先要尊万军之耶和华为圣，
that God should be your fear,
你要敬畏耶和华，
and God shall be your dread.
你应该惧怕他。
Now let's look at the word holy for just a
我
moment.
们首先看看圣洁这个圣字啊，
Because in the midst of all their trials and fears, the first thing they're supposed to do is to regard God as holy.
在他们一切的惧怕和患难中，他们要做的第一件事情就是尊耶和华为圣。
Now the word holy here is translated from the Hebrew word qadash.
在希伯来文啊，这圣字是这么发音的，
It means to set apart something from other things.
意思就是把一件事情从别的平常的事物当中分开来。
That we're to set God apart as the greatest and the highest.
就是要把神分别开来，成为那至尊至圣的最高的，
The most worthy of our devotion
那最配得我们一切爱戴的，
and the most worthy of our praise.
最配得我们赞美敬拜的。
Now, I want you to think about this.
我要你好好思考这一点。
Why are they afraid?
为什么他们会害怕呢？
Because of the Assyrians.
因为亚述人要来了。
And who are the Assyrians?
亚述人是谁呢？
In one way, the Assyrians were set apart from all the other nations.
从一个角度啊，亚述也是从别的国度当中被神分别为圣的，
In that they had the greatest army.
因为他们有最强壮的强大的军队，
They were the greatest power on earth.
他们是世上最强的国家，
So they were set apart, weren't they?
所以他们跟别的国家不一样，与众不同，对不对？
This wasn't just some common nation or common army coming against them.
来攻击他们的不是一般的普通的军队，
It was the greatest
乃是
nation,
这最强大的国度，
greatest army.
最强壮的军队。
And so Israel was looking at them and thinking, Whoa, they're great.
所以以色列人看到他们说：“哇，这些人了不起啊！
They're the greatest.
他们是最伟大的、
So
最
we should
强
be
大
afraid
的，
of them.
说应该惧怕他们。
And we should do what they say.
我们应该他们说啥我们就照办。
And God said,
那
no,
神说不，
there's one greater.
还有一个比他们更大的。
I am greater than the Assyrian army.
我比以色列军，我比亚述军队更强大。
And basically, if you're going to be afraid of somebody,
基本上，如果你怕一个人的话，
you need to be afraid of me,
你需要先惧怕我，
not them.
不是怕他们，乃是怕我。
And if you're going to obey someone,
如果你要顺服一个人的话，
it better be me
你应该顺服的是我，
and not them.
不是顺服他们。
Israel, you've made a mistake.
所以以色列人，你犯了一个大错误。
You set apart the Assyrians as the greatest and the most powerful force on earth.
你认为亚述人才是世上最强大的，是超乎万民之上的。你们搞错了，
You need to set me apart
你应该尊我为圣，
as the greatest and most powerful force in heaven and on earth.
我才是天上地上最高的、最至尊至圣的权柄。
Do you see that?
看到没有？
If one day the government tells us we can no longer worship God as Christians,
如果有一天政府告诉我们，我们不能够再敬拜基督徒的神了，
are you going to set the government apart as the greatest and highest authority?
你会看这政府是最高的、至上的权柄吗？
Or are you going to set God apart as the greatest and highest
还
authority?
是尊神为至高、至上、至圣的权柄呢？
Are you going to fear the government that can kill your body?
难道你要怕只能够杀你身体的政府吗？
Or are you going to fear the God who can kill your body and your soul in hell?
还是敬畏那不仅能够杀身体，还能够叫你灵魂下地狱的神呢？
Who are you going to set apart as holy?
谁你会分别为圣，尊他为至尊至上的呢？
Say you're a college student
譬如你是个大学生
and，all your friends try to go get you to do something that you know is against your faith.
你的朋友都叫你做一些违反你信仰的事儿，
Or a boyfriend or a girlfriend that tries to get you to do something that's against your faith.
或者你男朋友、你女朋友叫你做一些违背你信仰的事，
Or you're a businessman and your business partners want you to do something corrupt that's against your faith.
或者你在经商，你的商业的同伴叫你做一些违背你信仰的事情，
Who are you going to set apart as holy?
那你会尊谁为至尊、至高、至圣的呢？
The one you obey.
你会顺服谁呢？
Are you going to obey the Assyrians?
你会顺服亚述人吗？
Or are you going to obey God?
或是顺服神呢？
And that's really what it comes down to, isn't it?
那追根结底就是这个问题了。
Not only in the great things, but in the small things.
不仅是大事上，而且小事上也是如
Whom
此。
are you going to obey?
到底你要顺从谁呢？听谁的
Who
话
are？you going to say is the greatest?
你会说谁是最大的呢？谁是老大？
I know for young girls today,
我知道对年轻女孩来说，
there's this pressure to dress a certain way.
有这样的压力，叫你随从大流，要穿某些合乎潮流的衣服。
That goes totally against the Christian faith.
但这些衣服，这些是跟我们的信仰违背的。
Who are you going to set apart as the greatest and holiest?
你到底会尊谁为最伟大的、最圣洁的呢？
Your little teenage friends?
是你的那些同伴儿，你的十几岁的同伴儿吗？
Or God?
还是神呢？
To whom are you going to give your allegiance?
到底你会听谁的话呢？
It's
你
very
会忠
important.
于谁的话？
Who's going to have your first loyalty?
谁会得到你的？谁是你效忠的最高对象呢？
Now, the first thing he says is that it is God you should regard as holy.
首先他说你要尊神为圣，
And then it says, and it is he that shall be your fear.
而且以他为你所当怕的。
Now, the word fear here in the Hebrew
这个原文怕这个原文这个字
can denote reverence,
意思可以当作是敬重，
or it can denote terror.
或者形容害怕、恐惧、战惊。
Now, we do not fear God because he is evil or inconsistent.
我们不是因为神是邪恶的或是不可靠的，所以我们惧怕他，不，
We fear God in the sense of reverence.
我们敬畏他，因为我们尊重他。
Now again, here's the question.
问题是我们再说一次，
We have two different groups. There's always two groups.
我们总是有2个不同的选择。
There's God telling us to do one thing
一方面，神告诉我们做一件事，
in His Word,
他的话语吩咐我们；
and there's the wicked world telling us to do something else.
另一方面，这个邪恶的世界又要我们做另一件事。
To whom are you going to show reverence?
到底你会敬畏哪一个？
To whom will you give respect?
你到底尊重谁呢？
To God
尊重神呢，
or to the world?
还是世界呢？
Again, let's say that you're a young man and all your friends want you to go do something that's against the scriptures.
再举个例子，如果你是个年轻人，如果你的朋友叫你做一些违背圣经的事儿，
Are you going to reverence and respect them
你要尊重这些朋友，怕他们呢，还是
and disrespect God?
然后就不尊重神呢？
Or you're a girl and your boyfriend, you're a girl and your boyfriend wants you to do something you know that's against scripture.
或者你是个女孩，那你的男朋友叫你做一些违背圣经的事儿，
Are you going to reverence him?
难道你要尊重那个男孩？
Are you going to respect this boy
你要尊重这个怕他，
who obviously does not love you?
他很明显不爱你，
Because if he loved you, he wouldn't ask you to do something against your faith
因
or
为
your parents.
如果他真爱你，他不会叫你做一些违背你的信仰或违背你父母的事儿。
Are you going to show respect to him?
你要尊重这个男孩，
Or are you going to show respect to God?
或是尊重上帝呢？
To whom?
到底你尊重谁呢？看重谁？
Do you see how wrong sin is?
你看到罪恶是何等的扭曲啊！
You're showing respect to someone who doesn't deserve it and disrespect to the God who deserves it all.
因为你在尊重你不该尊重的，反而轻慢了那你该尊重的神。
Now, it says another word here.
好，这里又用一个
It
词
says, and God shall be your dread.
这里说，以他为你所当怕的，所当畏惧的，畏惧的。
Now, I want you to think about this.
我要你好好思想啊。
The question really comes down to,
追根究底，这个问题是，
whom are you going to fear?
到底你要敬畏谁，惧怕谁？
They say the Assyrians are great
亚述人是非常强大
and they're
的，
violent
他们而且很凶暴
and
的
they can
残
kill
忍，
us all.
他们可以把我们全部干掉、杀光的。
Yeah, but God's greater.
但神比他们更大。
He said the nations are like a drop in the bucket
他
before
说
him.
在他眼里，所有的国度、列国就像水桶里一滴，
That the nations are like a speck of dust.
这是列国就像尘土一般，微不足道。
The Assyrians are nothing more than a speck on a speck of dust.
亚述人不过是灰尘中的灰尘。
Are you going to fear them?
你难道要怕他们吗？
Are you going to dread them?
你难道要畏惧他们吗？
Or are you going to dread God?
还是敬畏神？
You see, one time someone came up to me
有一次有一个人到我这儿，
and they said, you must be very brave.
他们说你一定很勇敢呐、
And I said, why?
我说为什么？
He said, because you just made everybody in this auditorium mad at you.
因为你刚刚使我这下面所有的听众都向你发怒。
I mean, some of these pastors, they don't even, they hate you.
你说有些这些牧师他们恨死你了，
How can you do that?
你怎么可以这样做呢？
I said, I'm not brave.
我说我不勇敢，
And they said, well, what do you mean?
什么意思啊？他们说，
I said, look,
我说你看啊，
let's say I'm the most afraid man in the world.
譬如我是个世上最胆小的人，
I mean, I'm scared of my own shadow.
我甚至怕我自己的影子，
You see that?
看到吗？
Even if someone as small as Miss Amy comes toward me, I get scared.
就像那个小女孩来看我都会害怕。
And all of a sudden, a man this big,
突然一个大高个
he comes in the room
进到房间来，
and he says, fight me.
他说：“来，我跟你单挑，
What am I going to do?
我该咋办？
I'm going to run.
我赶快跑
I'm！not going to fight him.
我才不敢打他呢！
I'm scared.
我吓得半死，
I'm scared of everybody.
我怕所有的人，
I'm a coward.
我是个胆小鬼，
I'm not going to fight him.
我不跟他干，我跑。
But
但
if another man comes in the room
如果另外一个人进到房间，
that's 2 times bigger than this guy,
比 我眼前的人块头大2倍。
And they say, okay, Paul,
他们说好，保罗，
now you've got an option.
现在你有个选择余地，
You can fight this guy,
你可以跟第一个人干，
or you can fight this guy.
或者这个，
Which one are you going to fight?
你到底跟哪个单挑啊？
Now, I'm a coward,
我是个胆小鬼啊，
but I'm going to fight this guy,
但我宁可跟这个第一个，
even though he's 2 times bigger than me,
尽管他比我大2倍，
because this guy's 10 times bigger than me.
另外那个人比我大10倍。
So all of a sudden, a coward becomes very brave
所以突然之间，我这个胆小鬼变成胆大如虎了，
and willing to fight.
我敢挑战了。
It's the same way.
同样的道理，
The whole government comes against me.
整个政府都抵挡我，反对我，
Am I going to fight them?
我要跟他们对抗吗？
Am I going to stand my ground?
我难道要在他们面前
Am I going to speak forth the word with righteousness?
仗义直言？我要在他们面前站立得稳吗？
Or I'm going to compromise?
或是要妥协真道呢？
What am I going to do?
我该咋办呢？
Stand my ground.
我要站稳立场。
Why?
为什么？
Because it's either fight them
因为要不就跟他们打，
or fight God.
要不就跟上帝
If I
干
got
上
to。make a choice,
我必须做个选择的话，
I fight the whole world
我宁可对抗全世界，
rather than deal with him.
也不要得罪神呐、
Do you see that?
看到没有？
It's just a question of who are you going to fear?
问题是，到底你要畏惧谁，害怕
I
谁呢？
can be afraid of everybody,
我可以怕所有的人，
but if I'm more afraid of God,
但如果我更惧怕神的话，
then I'm going to be strong.
我宁可刚强壮胆，对抗全世界。看到没有？
Because I'd rather fight the whole world than fight him.
因为我宁可全世界都反对我，也不要神反对我。
So when temptation comes into your life,
所以，当试探进入你生命中的时候，
someone tempts you,
有人引诱你，
the devil tempts you.
魔鬼撒旦诱惑你，
The first thing you got to ask yourself is this:
你要问的第一个问题是：
who am I going to regard as holy?
到底我要尊谁为圣呢？
The devil?
魔鬼撒旦吗？
And am I going to separate him as the greatest
难道我要把撒旦当作老大吗？
and obey his voice?
听他的话吗？
Or am I going to regard God as holy?
或是尊神为圣呢？
And whom am I going to fear?
到底我要惧怕谁呢？
Brother Paul, do you fear the devil?
保罗弟兄，你怕魔鬼吗？
Yes.
当然我怕了。
But do you fear him more than God?
但是你难道怕魔鬼超过神吗？
No.
不，
Do you see?
看到没有？
It's a matter of
这
comparison.
是一个比较的关系。
And do you see how holiness affects our life?
你看到圣洁如何影响我们的生命吗？
When I see God
当我看到神，
as the biggest,
我看他是最伟大、
the strongest,
最强壮的、
the most powerful,
最有能力的、
the most loving,
最有爱心的、
the most virtuous,
最有美德的
the、most excellent,
最良善的、
The most
美好
beautiful
的、最好的
then
时
it
候，
really helps me to say yes to him and no to everyone else who contradicts him.
那就可以帮助我向神说是，而否定一切违背他旨意的人。
Now, I want us to go to the book of Habakkuk,
好，我们看看哈巴谷书
chapter 2,
第2章
verse 20.
20节。
But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth be silent before him.
为耶和华在他的圣殿中，全地的人都当在他面前肃静静默。
Now, I want us to now also hold your place there and go to Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
手指放那儿，翻到传道书第5章，
Chapter 5 of Ecclesiastes, verses 1 and 2.
传道书第5章的1到2节。
It says, guard your steps as you go to the house of God and draw near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools, for they do not know that they are doing evil. Do not be hasty in word or impulsive in thought to bring up a matter in the presence of God, for God is in heaven and you are on the earth. Therefore, let your words be few.
你到上帝的殿要谨慎脚步，因为近前听胜过愚昧人献祭，他们本不知道所做的是恶。你在上帝面前不可冒失开口，也不可心急发言，因为上帝在天上，你在地下，所以你的言语要寡少。
Now, we don't hear these preached very much, do we?
我们今天不常听到这样的讲道，对不对？
I mean, in prayer and worship.
在我们的祷告中的我们的敬拜中，
I mean, you go into a lot of churches, I mean, there's one thing that's not there, and that's silence.
你到很多教会去啊，你有一件事情发现很少见到，就是沉默。
Banging on guitars,
总是咚咚咚咚那个吉
screaming
他，
hallelujah,
大声的唱哈利
raising
路
their
亚，
hands,
举手啊，
making vows.
然后发誓啊，主啊，
Yes, making vows.
宣告。
You say, well, I've never done that.
说我从来没有啊，
Have you ever sung this song?
你有没有唱过那首歌？
Though none go with me, still I will follow.
这总无人跟随，我人要跟随，没人跟我，我还是要同去。唱过那首歌没
Well,
有？
you just made a vow to God.
你刚刚在向神发誓，
You just said, God, even though everyone turns away from you, I won't.
就算无人同行，我发誓我不会走回头路的。
Don't you think you need to be a little careful with what you promise?
你想，你不需要更加谨慎你的言语吗？
Wherever you lead, I'll follow.
不管你往哪儿去，我都要跟随到底。
Really?
真的吗？
Don't you think that's a little dangerous?
这不危险吗？
Do you realize how many lies we tell during worship
你
service?
知道我们敬拜的时候撒了多少谎？
Because we're not thinking about what we're singing?
因为我们不知道我们唱的是什么。
I'm ready to die for you.
主啊，我愿意为你死。
I'd be careful before
小
you sing
心
that
哦
song.！
你唱那首歌之前，先要好好思考一下，计算花费
I。heard one preacher say this.
我听到个传道人说，
Christians do not tell lies.
基督徒不撒谎，
They sing them.
他们只唱谎言。
But brothers, I know it, you know, and I laugh about it too. It's
No.
kind of funny.
弟兄姊妹，我也当笑话听听啊。
Think about it.
但想想啊，
He said, let your words be few.
他说让你的言语寡少，
That doesn't mean that you shouldn't sing.
这不是说你不该唱歌啊，
But you need to be careful what you sing.
但是你唱的时候要小心你唱什么。
I've had a few people come up to me, and I loved this. It was wonderful.
有几个人到我面前，我很喜欢这件事儿，美好的事儿。
And they said things like this.
他们会说啊，
Brother Paul, you know that second song we sang?
那保罗弟兄，你知道我们唱的第二首歌啊？
Yes.
记得，我知道。我说，
I couldn't sing that second verse.
我说那第二段我唱不出来，
I'm just not there yet.
因为我还没有到那个地步。
There was a song out, and it was a beautiful song,
有一首歌啊很好的，
but
美
it
妙的
says,
歌。
I pledge allegiance to the Lamb
他说我向神的羔羊发誓，
with all my heart, with all I am.
我的所是和我的所有，我发誓。
Peter made a similar vow,
我
didn't
我
he?
跟随他。彼得也发了差不多的誓，对不对？记得吗？
Right before he denied the Lord.
然后他就马上就否认主了。
I'll die for you.
主啊，为你而死。
You see, brothers, because we don't understand that God is holy,
弟兄姊妹，因为我们不明白神是圣洁的，
we say things in our prayers that turn out to be sin.
所以我们祷告的时候说一些话，其实是在说犯罪的话。
We say things in worship that turn out to be sin.
我们敬拜的时候说一些话，其实是得罪他的，
We make promises we don't keep.
因为我们会发了誓，然后不守信用。
Now, tomorrow in church, I don't want everyone just sitting there in silence and not singing
明
anything.
天聚会的时候，大家不要坐在那儿不唱歌了啊！
But I do want you to see this is serious.
但我要你看到这件事的严肃性。
And the more you understand who God is, the more you will see it is serious.
你越认识神，你就会越看到这些事的严肃。
You know, we talk about how superficial worship can
你
be.
知道，我们讲到敬拜可能是何等的肤浅呐、
And yet we don't realize that we ourselves are sometimes very superficial.
但我们不认识到我们自己本身就非常肤浅。
Now let's look at Habakkuk 2:20.
我们看 哈巴谷书第2章的20节。
But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let the earth be silent before him.
为耶和华在他的圣殿中，全地的人都当在他面前肃静静默。
You know, sometimes I've been privileged to be in the room with some very, very well-known and worthy preachers.
有时候我有这样的荣幸啊，跟一些德高望重的传道人坐在一起。
Now, I'm 54 years old.
我已经54了，
I've been preaching for over 30 years.
我传道传了30多年了。
If someone could walk into the room with those famous preachers and just begin talking, I suppose it would be me.
如果有人可以进到那个房间，跟那些有名望的传道人讲道，可能就是跟传道人谈天的话，可能就是我。
But I don't.
但我不敢。
When I walk in,
当我进去的时候，
I wait to be spoken to.
我等候让他们先说话。
I'm very careful
我非常谨慎我的脚步，
because I'm in the presence of a man or men or a woman that I greatly, greatly respect.
因为我在一个我非常尊重的人的面前。
And yet
我
I'll
不敢
watch students
当我看了一些学生进来啊，
who are like 19 years
可
old
能19岁、18、9岁的孩子
just walk in the room talking.
进到房间就叽叽喳喳就说话了。
And when I meet some men, I never call them by their first name.
有些人我遇到，我不敢叫他们直呼其名啊。
Glad to see you, Dr. So-and-so
我会
or
说
Pastor so-and-so.
某某牧师、某某博士、某某医生，我会很尊重他们。
And they'll say things like, oh, Paul, call me by my first name.
但那些他们就会对我说：“哎，保罗，你就称我直呼其名就行啦，不要叫我什么博士
And I go,
牧师了。”
I can't.
我说我不敢，
I just can't.
我不敢，我说不出来。
You know, we see with King Xerxes and Esther,
让我们看到亚哈水鲁王和以斯帖，
when you came into the presence of the king,
当你进到一个君王的面前的时候，
you didn't approach him
你不敢靠近他，
unless he extended his scepter to say, yes, you may
除
come
非
forward.
他伸出他的金杖欢迎你来，要不然你不敢
Now,
来。
all I'm saying is this.
我要说的是，
When we come into the presence of the great king,
当我们进到那位大君王的面前的时候，
maybe we should be a little bit more careful with our words.
也许我们的言语要更加的谨慎，寡言少语。
Maybe it would be good to stop for just a moment before we and engage our brain before we use our mouth.
我们要先好好思想一下，再张开我们的大口。
Yes, he is our father,
是，他是我们的天父，没有
and
错。
he loves us with a fatherly love.
的确，他爱我们是何等的慈祥
And
的
we
爱。
should never be afraid to draw near to him.
我们不应该害怕跟他亲近。当然，
The Bible says we can come boldly,
圣经说到，我们可以坦然无惧的来到他的圣座前。
yet at the same time, our Father is the King of heaven.
但我们同时，我们的父亲也是天上的君王，大君王。
And sometimes when you bow your knee to pray,
有时候，当你跪下来祷告的时候，
it's a good thing just to be quiet for a while.
你保持沉默一阵子是一件好事儿。
Think about what you're going to say.
想想你该说什么话。
You know, I have to admit, a lot of times I have problems with the way that preachers pray in the pulpit.
你知道，有时候我必须承认啊，我听到传道人在讲台上的祷告，我听不进去。
I don't think they take enough thought about what they're doing.
我想他们往往不思考他们讲的话。
Let me give you an example.
让我给你个例子啊，
A preacher gets up in the pulpit,
一个传道人上了讲台，
he walks around,
他站在这儿，
he says, hello,
我说 “hello”，
man, it's good to be here with you.
哎，跟你们在一块儿很高兴啊。
Maybe tells a joke.
也许讲个笑话，
Oh, that was really funny, wasn't it?
很好笑啊。
Well, let's go to the Lord in prayer.
我们祷告吧。
Lord, we're just so happy to be here today.
主啊，我们在这儿真快乐。
I'm going, hold it.
我说，哎，等会儿，
Just hold it there for
等
a
会儿，
minute.
哎，停下来。
I really have doubts about how closely, preacher, that you walk with God.
我对你跟神的关系有多亲近，我实在怀疑啊。
You bow your head.
你低头祷告，
You're not talking to your little buddy.
哎，你不是在跟你的好朋友谈天呢，
You're talking to a king,
你在跟万王之王说
the
话，
king.
这是那一位大君王哎，
Do you know what I mean?
你知道我说什么吗？
Or it's always the same way. Our Lord and gracious Heavenly Father, and we.
我每次祷告总是千篇一律，说啊，讲到。
And it's like, do you have any idea of what the presence of God means?
到底你明不明白进到神的面前是意味着什么吗？
Can you just kind of tell a joke and then jump into a prayer without even thinking what it?
你难道可以就讲个笑话，然后立刻就进入祷告状态？
Do you see what I'm saying?
你知道我讲的吗？
Sometimes it's good to stop
有时候停下来等一等是件好事儿，
and think,
好好的想一想。
I'm now going to address him
我现在要向万王之王说话，
with boldness, yes,
是当然坦然无惧，是
openness and joy,
也要坦诚的，而且欢喜的，
but
没问题。
realizing that he is holy.
但同时认识到他是圣洁的。
Now look at Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
看，传道书第5章，
It says, guard your steps as you go to the house of God.
你到神的殿要谨慎脚步。
Now, we're wrong when we think we ought to act differently inside the church building than we do outside the church building.
如果我们认为我们来到教会的教堂里面的行动跟教会外面的行动应该不一样，我们就错了。
If you sin outside the church building, it's just as bad as sinning inside the church
你
building.
在教会外面犯罪，跟你在教会里面犯罪都一样不好。
Yet at the same time,
但同时啊，
when we meet together as a church,
当我们教会聚在这里的时候，
there is something different going on.
有一件事情，这是不同的，这是跟平常
We
场
are
合不一
now
样。
coming before God as a congregation,
如今我们是神的会众聚到他的面前，
and He promises to be in our midst
他应许了会在我们当中，
in a very special way,
他会特别的与我们同在，
that Christ is with us.
基督就在我们当中。
And so
所以
there's a sense of preparing your heart.
从一个角度，我们要预备自己的心。
I think there's a sense of preparing your heart before you pray every time.
我说每一次我们要祷告之前，我们都要预备好自己的心。
It may just take a few moments,
也许需要一段时间安
but
静
you
下来，
realize, hold it, I'm going into the presence of God now to speak.
但你要静下来说：“哎呀，我现在要进到神的面前，向他
And,
说话。
and then when we go to church on Sunday morning ”
所以礼拜天当我们来教会的时候，
or Wednesday or
或
whenever,
者礼拜三，不管什么时候，
it's a sense in which we need to ask ourselves, is my heart right?
从一个角度，我们总是要停下来问一问：我的心是
I'm
否对？
going to worship the Lord in the congregation.
我要在他的会众当中来敬拜万军之耶和华。
Is my heart right?
我的心是否预备好？
You know, and we see it, you know, before church starts, everybody's talking about their business.
你知道，往往聚会开始之前，人人都在讲生意啊，多少钱啊，
Or they're what's going on in
我
school.
们学校怎么样啦？
Or a new video game.
哦，我那个最新的那个游戏节目啊，
Or a movie they saw Saturday
或
night.
者礼拜六晚上我看那个电影是怎么样的？
And then come into the church.
然后你进到教会，马上安静。
We should guard our steps.
我们要谨慎自己的脚步。
Have I done anything in the last few days
过去几天，我有没有做一些错事儿？
that would be displeasing to God?
我有没有做一些不讨神喜悦的事儿？
Is there anything that I should think about and repent of?
有没有一些恶事我要检讨自己，我要悔改的？
How can I prepare my heart?
我当怎样预备好自己的心？
Because I'm going to walk in the congregation now with the people of God.
因为我会跟神的百姓进到他的会众中来敬拜他。
It's so amazing to me, especially among young people today.
叫人惊讶，今天特别是在年轻人当中，
You sit in Sometimes I've sat in like on a Sunday school class of teenagers or college students.
有时候我跟一群大学生啊，或者年轻高中生在主日学里头，
And they'll talk about really good theology
他们会讲论很好的神学理
and
论，
say really amazing things about the scriptures.
然后讲到圣经的时候，讲一些很有
And
智
then
慧
when
的话。
class is over,
然后下了课之后呢，
I'll hear the same people say, "Hey, did you go see that movie last night?"
我听到这同一群人呐、就讲，哎，你看昨天晚上那个电影没有？
And there's nothing necessarily wrong with going to see a movie,
当然看电影本身没有错，
but it was a bad movie,
但是一个不好的电影，
a contaminating,
一个
filthy
被
movie.
玷污的、肮脏污秽的影片，
And it's like there's a disconnect between the two things.
就像这两件事情，他们以为毫不相关一样，
There can't be.
不能这样。
I remember one time I was preaching in an Eastern European country,
我记得有一次我在东欧的一个国家讲道，
and before the service, we went across to a little cafe to have a little bit of breakfast.
聚会之前，我们到一个餐厅里头吃了一点早饭。
And as we saw a group of girls headed toward the church,
我们看到一群女孩要来教会啊，
and they were really dressed not in a good way.
她们穿的不是很好啊，挺暴露的。
But what was amazing was this.
但是叫人惊讶的是呢，
Like less than a half a block before they got to the church,
他们到教会前的还一段路之前呢，
I saw them go in a door.
我们看到这群女孩进到一个门里去了。
I don't know whose house it was or
我
anything,
不知道谁的家啊，
but they went through a door,
他们进到那个门里，
and 5 minutes later they came out. Just a few minutes later,
2-3分钟之后他们出来了，
and they were all dressed appropriately.
他们都穿得非常的整齐，
They had carried clothes with them.
他们带着教会的衣服带在身上。
Do you see the
你
hypocrisy?
看到这假冒伪善没有？
I mean, it's unbelievable.
难以置信啊！
But we do that.
但我们做这样的事儿，
We all do it in some way.
我们多多少少都会干一些这
The
样的事儿。
more we know about God, the less we're going to be doing
但
it.
我们越认识神，我们就越不敢做这样的事儿。
And then he says,
然后他说了，
Guard your steps as you go to the house of God and draw near to listen rather than offer the sacrifice of fools.
你到上帝的殿要谨慎脚步，因为要敬前听，胜过愚昧人献祭。
For they do not know that the evil that they are doing.
因为他们本不知道所做的是恶的。
You know, we're so quick to talk, aren't we?
你知道我们嘴巴开得很大很快。
I've seen Sunday school classes where everybody gives their opinion about what a certain verse means.
我们看主日学啊，每个人都讲论一下这节经文什么意思，都
But
发表己见。
none of them have studied the verse.
但没有一个人好好下功夫学习这段经
They
文，
just give their opinion.
他们不过发表个人意
Or
见，
they give their opinion about a certain thing.
或者表达自己对某些事的看法，
But they have no Bible.
但他们不用圣经做依据，
They have no verse they can go to.
也没有经文的依据，
They're just saying what's on the top of their head
他们想到啥就说到哪儿，
or what their grandmother told them.
或者他们爷爷奶奶告诉他的。
Your grandmother is not infallible.
你的奶奶不是无误的，没有错误的，
Because what does the scripture say?
圣经才是无误
Well, I
的。
think church ought to be like this.
我认为教会应该怎么。
Well, what you think doesn't matter.
但你怎么想无所谓，不重要，
It really doesn't.
真的无所谓。
And what I think really doesn't
我
matter.
的意见，我的想法也不重要，
The question is, how does God say the church ought to be?
关键是神是怎么看的，
That's the
神是怎么
question.
讲的，这是关键所
What
在。
does the Bible say?
到底圣经怎么说？
But also in prayer, we can say things to God that aren't biblical.
而且在祷告里头，我们也可以说一些不合乎圣经的话。
And although all of us pray in a childlike manner,
虽然我们每个人都是像孩子一样的
all of
向
us
天父
make
祷告，
mistakes,
我们都会犯错误啊，
all of us sin.
我们都犯罪。
The more we study the
但
scriptures
是我们越查考圣经，
and the more we cultivate the mind of Christ through reading the scriptures,
我们越借着读经来培养基督的心肠的话，
the more accurate our praying will be,
我们的祷告就会越精确、越到位，
the more God-honoring it will be.
就会越讨神的喜悦。
How do you learn to ride a bicycle?
你怎么学习骑单车啊？
You get on a bicycle and you ride it.
你必须骑在上面，就试验了。
How do you learn how to pray?
你怎么学习祷告啊？
By reading the prayers that are in the scriptures.
你必须要学习圣经里头所记载的别人的祷
The
告。
Bible is full of biblical praying.
圣经里头充满了合乎圣经的祷告记载的。
And as we read them and study them,
当我们学习别人的祷告的时候，好好
our
的读
own
他们的时候，
lives and minds are transformed by them.
我们的心思意念就会更新而变化。
Do not be hasty in word or impulsive in thought to bring up a matter in the presence of God.
你在上帝面前不可冒失开口，也不可心急发言。
One time I was praying at the front of the church,
有一次我在教会前面祷告，
and there were several other people who came forward and were praying.
其他有几个人跟我一块儿上来祷告。
And this young man
有个年轻人了，
knelt down beside me,
他跪在我的旁
and
边，
he started praying
他开始祷告。
with such force.
哇，他非常的
This is what he
激
said.
情啊！他说
God, I just want you to give me what I deserve.：“
神啊，求你给我配得的。
I've never done this before or after. ”
我从来没有干过这样的事儿啊，前无没有前例，也没有以后也没干过这样的事儿。
But I went like this.
那我就对他说，我看
I
着他，
looked at him
我看着他啊，
and I went, and he didn't do anything.
他不回应我，
So I went, and he looked at
他
me
看着我，
and I said, Don't
我说
you ever pray like that again.
你以后永远不要再这样祷告了，
Don't ever pray that
你
again.
别再这样祷告了。
If God gives you what you deserve, you go straight to hell.
如果神给你配得的，你会立刻直接下地狱，
That's what you deserve.
这是你配得的，下地狱。
It's true.
真的，
We can say many foolish things.
我们祷告的时候可以说很多愚昧的话。
Oh God, if you just do this, I'll do this.
神啊，如果你替我做这个，我就为你做那个。
God does not make deals with people.
神不跟你讲价还价，讨价还价。
If it's in the Bible, God says do this regardless.
如果是记在经上的话，神说不管怎么样你就去做。
You're not dealing with someone you can bargain with.
你不是在跟一个可以讲价还价的人说话，
You're
讨
dealing
价
with the all-sovereign God
你在跟一位主宰万有的
who
上帝说话。
loves you.
他爱你，
But guard your heart.
但要保守你的心。
Now, when I talk in this way,
好，当我这样讲的时候呢，
I want to be very clear.
我也要很清楚的说，
It's mainly a matter of the heart.
关键是心态问题。
Nothing, in one sense, is too small to bring before God.
从一个角度，没有任何的事情是太微不足道，以致不能向神倾心吐意的说了。
But fill your mind with the scriptures
但是你要充满，被神的话语
so
充
that
满，
you'll have the right attitude
好叫你的心态总是对的，
and so that you'll say the right thing.
好叫你祷告的时候说对的话。
I'm not saying that you have to have long theological and powerful prayers.
我不是说你要讲长篇大论的神学的大道理的祷告，不
I think maybe the main thing you need
我想也许你最需要的是
is reverence in your heart
是你心中对神的敬畏的心。
and the reality that you're talking to God.
你要认识到你正在向神说话这件事实。
You know, to sit down and talk to God all day about what's in your heart,
你知道，坐下来整天把你心中的想法倾心吐意告诉神的话，
what you feel,
你的感觉啊，
the things that are hurting you.
你的惧怕啊，
There's nothing wrong with that.
你心里头伤害啊，你告诉没有错，这
To
没有
just
错。
pouring out everything in your soul.
你把你的里面的一切的需要都倾心吐意
But
告
it's-
诉他，
but
没
it's-
错。
It's with a sense of reverence
但是你要带着敬畏的心
that，I am talking to God.
我在向上帝说话。
So I don't want you to be paralyzed in your praying.
所以你祷告的时候不要吓得瘫痪了，不敢说什么了。
I don't want you to be so thinking all the time that you can't express yourself to God.
也不要成天就是想该怎么说，以至于你不知道该怎么说了。
But I think you know what I mean.
我想你明白我的意思啊，
It's just the awareness that this is not a joke.
就认识到你祷告不是在开玩笑，
This is real.
这是实实在在的。
You're talking to God.
你在向神说话。
All right, well, let's pray.
我们祷告。
Father, we thank you so much
父神，我们何等感恩！
that you're a God who hears us,
你是垂听祷告的神，
and that although you know all things,
虽然你无所不知，
you long to hear us tell you what's in our heart.
你愿意我们向你倾心吐意。
But help us, Lord, to have the proper balance
主啊，帮助我们能够保持平衡，
of boldness and fear,
一方面敬畏你，一方面有胆量来祷告，
teach your people to pray.
教导你的百姓祷告。
In Jesus' name.
奉耶稣基督的名祷告，阿门。